Hello, I'm Frank McSheen with Square Peg Consulting at the Whiteboard. I'm a supply chain cash guide, and these are the components of the business-to-business supply chain as I see it. And there are opportunities to generate more cash in every part of this process. Let me show you what I mean. Hello, in today's session, in changing our focus from cost reduction more to cash contribution, we're going to take a look at an element of the planning process in our supply chain framework. One of our favorite topics called forecasting. And this one is forecasting for more cash. Forecasting can be an elaborate, detailed, kind of a grinding activity over time with lots of inputs from people. Usually it's off pretty quickly as you get into your year or whatever period you're forecasting for. But there's an approach that will help you make sure you're doing your best forecasting where it has the biggest impact. And so if we look at our customers and our products and services in terms of cash contribution, high to low, over the period of a year, we've already found that roughly 20% of our customers generate 80% of our cash contribution. The next 30%, only 15% of the cash contribution, and roughly half of our customers typically only generate about 5% of our cash contribution. The same analysis and same relationships exist for products and services. So if we put those together and we see that those 20% of products and services that generate a vast majority of the cash contribution. So together this will be about 2/3 of your entire business contribution. And then we go out to the next 30%, both customers and products, and we'll have this kind of range in here. And then we've got this half of the products and services and half of the customers that only generate roughly 5% of the contribution. So when we're doing our forecasting, this is the place we really want to focus in on and really be careful. We have to talk to our customers about what's going on in their business so we know what's going to impact those top products and services that we provide them and what's going on with their business. We want to get really knowledgeable about them. And so we can get really good forecast information and predictions for a very relatively small number of customers and a small number of items or services. For this next one, we want to talk to them about that. Maybe there's some carry through in terms of the impact in their business on these other products and services that this group buys. That this group buys from us, and we want to make sure we understand that. But we don't have to be quite so precise. So we could probably start with history from the past year or so, what trends we've seen for these B products and services with these customers, these B customers, and we can tweak the history up and down. And then lastly, we'll get to this vast majority of the products and services and the customers where it's only 5% of the impact of the business. Let's let history be our guide. And again, we can tweak it overall, that group of products and services and customers, we can tweak them up and down. We can eliminate the ones that are going away, clean that list up, and then tweak the entire group up and down by some factor based on what we sense is coming to us. But we don't have to go through a detailed analysis of each of those customers and each of those products and services. For these, we really do. We need to do. So here we're going to use history, and we're going to go up or down based on what we see is coming our way. Here we're going to talk to those customers, spend a lot of time here, get this part right, and then we're going to do that, revisit that on a regular basis, probably quarterly with our key customers. Here, let's use history and then a little more detailed conversation with our customers about impacts maybe related to other products and services. For all of this stuff, just use history and tweak it.